Yeah, good morning. How you doing?
I'm good. Good morning. What time is it in America?
Actually, Canada, and it's 7:15 in the morning.
How much did you start with?
Me personally, I started with an investment of 300 US, which was 400 Canadian.
For $400 you said?
Exactly, $400.
$400. How long have you started?
I
How long have you
started
been?
maybe about 3 weeks ago.
Oh,
My third week of trading officially.
okay.
Yeah.
And how's the service? How's the service with you so far? Is it like it? Is it easy?
To be honest with you, at first it was just a bit complicated because it's my first time trading. I had a little bit of readjustment, but I wasn't discouraged because I really believe in the fact that this is possible. So after a few times, I finally got the hang of it, and then profits started coming within the first week.
And obviously, I'm assuming that it's much easier now to catch the signals. At first, it was hard because obviously it's your first time. And obviously, it's perfectly normal that some people struggle to catch the price range, and then after a week or two, they find it easier. But obviously, it's the first time trading.
Exactly.
It's something new to them. So you start with $300 and you make $4,056 in 3 weeks.
Exactly.
That's like what, a 1,000%?
That's what percentage? That's more than 500% right there.
Yeah, well,
Of profit.
a
That's
1,000%.
how many?
1,000%, around that.
Yeah, that's actually accurate. That's the number I was looking for.
Yeah,
It's it's about 1,000% of profit that I made right there.
yeah,
Exactly.
wow. Obviously, like, and it's just there. And then, obviously, I've not made 1,000%, but, you know,
I hope so.
but look, as long as you know what you're doing and you're disciplined and, well, like, use the money wisely, invest in a career. Yesterday we spoke, you said obviously you want to get to acting,
Exactly.
obviously for your, the university or school is like 15 grand. What?
Yeah, well, it's a summer program that I'm gonna do. It's in New York, which you guys are doing right now this weekend. It's gonna be a huge asset in paying for the purchase, my tuition, also paying for my lodging, my feeding myself, everything else that's necessary. So this is amazing. This is way more than this is something that's making dreams come true.
I appreciate
On my behalf, especially.
Well, I can't believe it's called DCT, Dream Comes True. Understand? Like, you gotta make your dream come true. Understand?
Financially, you guys are making my dreams come true. Let's put it that way.
Well, obviously,
You know what do you think?
let's say it's the first step.
As you know, it's 7 morning over here. I usually get you guys training around between 6:37 in the morning. So me personally, every morning I usually wake up around 5:30, just to prepare myself, and I could be in full focus just to trade. The opportunity is great. It's tremendous. The amount of profit I make in a day with you guys is nothing in comparison to other jobs that I have. Well, actually, other jobs is not in comparison to the amount of profits that I've made with you guys. Just to say how well it's been working out and how profitable it is with you guys. And the next guy could be in the restaurant working to go further in life and do greater things with his life. So I was just making sure that I was that guy. And so I took my paycheck, basically $600. From 600, I took 400 Canadian. I put from a U.S. account, and look at me now. You know, 3 weeks later, I've made way more than I've made at the job in 2 months. And yeah, I've made way more in 3 weeks than I would make actually at my job in 2 months. So that's a huge breakthrough and a huge turnaround for me personally.
And to be honest, it's just the beginning. Like,
Yeah,
there's
I'm
still
okay
more.
here. Like,
There's still today, there's still tomorrow, there's still next week, there's still next month.
exactly.
This is just 3 weeks, so this is very, very early. I remember
Yeah,
you gotta
exactly.
think long term, you're still next year, the next 5 years. Then you gotta think long term, you're still young.
Exactly. It's the best time to start when you're young. The best time to invest in yourself is at your youngest.
Yeah.
You got to do something. You have to do something for yourself that the future you is going to say thank you to yourself. And so I just want to make sure that the future myself would say thank you one day.
Remember I told you it's long term, yeah? Your
Hmm.
investments needs to be 5%. It's that. I see that you invested $80, $8, 800, 80, 100, 100. You've got you've got 4,000 in your account, yeah? Invest
Yes.
around 200 each.
Hmm.
Yeah. So even though you do lose 200, you've only lost 5% of your account balance. You see how easy that is? But let's say if you put in $800 and you lost that $800, that's a lot of percentage.
Yeah, that's really discouraging too.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
big time.
yeah, sweet. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate everything you do. And I just like to say something for people.
Yeah,
A lot of people want change in their life, but they're not doing anything different. You want something different, you have to make change.
yeah,
You have to make that first step and do something different. If you want to attain something different in life, if you want to get a different result. So, that's just a word of encouragement towards other people who are hesitant.
yeah,
Make that change.
yeah, I understand, yeah. Well, that's actually good words, actually. And I hope people actually take it in. So,
Exactly.
yeah, not a lot of people like to take risks.
I'm sorry?
Not a lot of people like to take risks.
No, not a lot of people like to take risks, but if you want greatness, look at everybody that was great in life. You'll see that they all took risks. They all
Yeah,
lost at a certain point, but coming back, their profit was greater
yeah,
than their loss.
definitely.
Big
You
time.
can't, well, it's either you learn or you win.
You don't lose, man. You just learn.
Yeah,
As long as you don't quit,
yeah,
you're always learning. You're never losing.
definitely, 100% I agree with that.
Always. Big time. Big time. If I could say personally, I've traded, and with the trades that I've done, I've maybe lost less than $1,000. But the profit that I've made is tremendous in comparison.
Yeah, definitely. I see that.
Yeah, I see it too. So I encourage everybody to take those chances. It's definitely worth it.
Well, I hope people actually look at this and obviously consider it. I mean, up to them.
Yeah.
Make my city proud. You don't even call.